Hello and welcome to yet another edition of the Changemakers Hangout. And this is a program where we get to celebrate our heroes. We get to celebrate people that you may not see on the daily televisions, but these are people who are doing great things in their communities. They are helping their society, trying to create change. And sometimes we don't even appreciate and see them. So the purpose of this is to bring them together and to let you know that they are heroes. They are people who are doing the job in their rural communities on their own small ways. Today we are here to talk to Madam Wedam Rhoda. It's a Kasna name, right? And she's the
Yes,
founder and CEO of Songba Empowerment Center. So today I'm here to interview my slave. I'm a Sasada man, and here to interview my slave. That's in order. So welcome, Madam Rhoda.
Thank you very much.
Right. I appreciate it.
I'm happy to be part of this program.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So the first question is, who is Rhoda? Who are you? So that our audience will get to know who they are going to listen to.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ibrahim Mustafa, for this opportunity to let our audience and the people out there get to hear about me and get to hear about what I'm doing in my community. Wow. And which I know is going to have an impact in someone's life. Maybe someone out there is also trying to do something and doesn't know how to go about it. And we know at the end of this interaction, someone somewhere should be enlightened. Wow. Wedam Kadoa Rhoda is a young lady born on the 6th of April, 1990. Wow. From Navrongo in the Upper East region. I completed my senior high school education from St. Francis Girls in Jurapa. Wow. That was from 2006 to 2009. Then I furthered to University for Development Studies for my first degree. Yeah. I offered integrated community development as a course. Yeah. Currently, social entrepreneur who is managing a social enterprise called the Songba Empowerment Center, wow, where we empower young girls in vocational skills training. She's also an award winner. 2018, I won an award for the Best Female SDG Achiever Awards. Wow. Wow. At the African SDG Summit, which was held in Accra.
Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Congrats. Wow. So you just heard from our change maker, Wedam Rhoda, and she mentioned all that you need to know, but now we're going into details for you to know how she even started. She mentioned about the vocational training that is helping young girls go through and all her initiatives. So, Madam Rhoda, yeah, how did you come out of the initiative? Like, how did you start the Vocational Training Center? And I'm just going to pull, as you speak, I'm going to show some of the pictures and impact that you've made, and maybe just keep, just like you said, someone will be inspired. I just know it. So how did it all start?
It all started in 2014 when I was about finishing my tertiary education, my first degree course. Wow. I had it in mind to start an organization, but that would focus on children. Yeah. But when I finished my first degree course and then I was at home right after national service, I met a friend in the US who was like, Rhoda, I want you to start an empowerment center. that is going to focus on training women and girls. For me, I didn't know how to go about things. I didn't dream about starting an empowerment center. So I thought it was just her own work she wanted me to help her do. So I said, okay, then I'll give it a try. So she gave me the seed capital. Then I was able to purchase my sewing machines and then weaving machines. So I just started with 3 sewing machines and then 2 weaving machines.
Wow.
Then I got this, the space was a problem. So what I did was that by then my dad was still trying to finish up his new building. So I requested for the shop in front of the house, which was actually meant for my mom to start her own business. So I took up that shop and then started the training.
Wow.
So it was time for me to get trainers. I can't sew, I can't weave. How then do I get trainers to train these people? So I went back to this friend and I was like, I have to employ trainers that will be able to train the people that will be enrolling. Then she was like, Rhoda, you know what? I don't have money for you. If you know you cannot make this grow, then forget about it. I am a businesswoman myself. I have failed several times.
Wow.
So if you think this will not work, you stop it. Listening to all this, I was like, but it looked as if I was just like, you asked me to start something and this is what you are telling me. So I was seriously, I was down. So the decision came whether I should move on or I should stop. Then I said, there's a huge challenge in my community. And I realized that through that made me to really kept thinking, and I realized that this challenge was in the northern region where most of the young girls travel to the southern sector, become headquarters. So I said, okay, when I start this vocational skills training, I want to make sure that I advocate against that, ensure that I train most of these young ladies. If I'll be able to train them for free, I want to do that. Wow. So that it will reduce the rate at which they travel to the south. So starting, it was for free, which was very difficult for me to get people to enroll. So I will move from community to community. It's located at the Vetin village, just at the Yendi barrier. So I just moved from the Vetin, I moved to Wamale. I printed posters that I was distributing to families, to girls, and inviting them to be part, and that it was for free. Seriously, for the first 3 months, I didn't get any single person to show interest.
Wow, for the free training.
So for the free training.
Wow.
That brought my spirit down. And what I felt, or what I thought was, why don't I just go out, look for a job, get paid at the end of the month, and forget about what I want to, this challenge or this problem that I want to bring upon myself. But I didn't lose hope. So I contacted one assembly member from Kolgomago who was able to get me about 6 girls to start. So every morning they leave from their house to Vitin, and the training was for free. Wow. These girls, they appreciate the training. It was just, I don't know whether it was for free, but at a point I realized that they were not really ready. It was because I just wanted people to fill in the gap. I had to just rush for those participants, which didn't work. Wow. So later, I attached a fee to it. For me, I call it the commitment fee of 127. So I was like, if one is interested in training, then she should pay a commitment fee. That will show that she's interested and is willing to learn. So that after training, then I support the person with a sewing machine. So with that, the girls started coming themselves. with the 120 sellers, I realized that they started coming. And then the training started. I started with, it wasn't easy with the trainers too. It wasn't easy getting a permanent trainer. You get one person and it's an issue, you get another person, it's an issue. But through all that, we've been able to survive. And currently, I'm hosting 32 girls in the empowerment center. Yes.
Wow.
Currently, our weaving machines are 20, and our sewing machines are 3. Our sergers, that's the knitting machine, is 2, and we also have an embroidery machine.
Well, so if you are watching, I'm just pulling out some of the machines as some of the things. So he started with 2 sewing machines, and now congrats. So you can keep on as I bring some of the
So the pictures you see on the video here, that was 2 years ago.
Wow.
By then the place was still, we were still trying to develop. But currently, when you come to see the place, it's better than this.
Wow.
Yes, we've changed.
Wow. So I think we'll get the opportunity to come and see more of that. So you can see the ladies who are learning, busy over there, creating opportunity. I think to me that is the important factor. People are here, and she's created opportunity for them. So that's good. So of all these challenges that you faced, you never stopped. You didn't stop. So tell me, what kept you going?
What kept me going is the passion.
Yeah.
Naturally, I'm a server.
Right.
I never give up when I'm serving people.
Right.
Yes, I never give. Naturally, I'm a server. I was born to serve.
Great.
So the when I realized that this was a challenge in the community, and I also realized that I have all what it takes to be able to change this situation.
Yeah.
It's also what is keeping me moving, because sometimes you see the situations or the issues that these girls are going through, and sometimes it hurts a lot.
Right.
You meet a very young girl who is already married with children, say with a young guy who cannot feed her, and sometimes the question is, what is this girl? What is her future?
Yeah.
What holds for her?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is a case you cannot change the tradition or their tradition. What you can do is just to empower her so that she will be able to have a decent job that will fetch her money to cater for herself.
Great.
And through this, I want to say that most of the girls have really, their lives have changed. Because my way of training or empowering them is so different that I'm so strict on them that, and they've also realized that I want the best for them. So every day I see them changing. Every day I see them changing. And I'm always happy when I hear the story that they themselves are able to do things on their own. Initially, things were not like that. I always have to be on them. If you don't say they should do, they are not doing it.
Right.
So they were more like, let's say, remote control. You have to control them before they move, which wasn't what I wanted.
Right.
Yes, but for now, these girls are able to do things on their own, and that is also motivating me to keep on going, because I've realized that what I'm doing is changing the lives of the girls. It's making more impact in their lives, and I wouldn't want someone to lose that opportunity. Since once I have life, then let me continue doing that for more lives to be changed.
Great. Before we move on to another topical issue, which is very important to whatever you do, even though you've not mentioned that yet, what are some of the touching stories of these ladies? Like, can you recall one lady, like any that the story has touched you, moving from the day the person stepped in and now the success stories?
Yes, one of my girls called Rahama.
Yeah.
Rahama was married. She was married as a second wife to the husband, but things didn't go well.
Wow.
So I was there one day when some of her friends came to me and said, Madam, Rahama wants to go to Kumasi. And I said, for what? They said, Rahama wants to go and then be a head porter.
Wow.
So I called her and I was like, Rahama, what's the problem? She said, Madam, things are not well. My husband doesn't give me money to feed myself and the child. And there is nothing I can do. The
Wow.
only thing is for me to travel and then look for a better job. By then, Rama was a tailor. She was in the fashion class, the fashion designing class, and it was very difficult for her to pick up. It was a hard vocation for her, but I was still giving her time to pick up.
Yeah.
So when she said that, she also said that she isn't coping with what she is doing. So that is why she also wants to go.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, I will encourage you not to go. I want you to stay. Let us try this. Okay, let's try your best. Okay, stay and make sure that you are able to succeed in this vocation. And I bet you, if you're able to succeed, your husband will see you and will be proud of you. Though he's not part of your success, but
Yeah.
you are not going to be put to shame. So why don't you shift from the tailoring class to the weaving class,
Yeah.
which is much easier.
Right.
So she accepted and then moved to the weaving class.
Wow.
So I said, oh, fine. If feeding is going to be your problem, then I will try my best whenever whenever I have money on me, I will try to give you something to take care of yourself and your child.
Wow.
Rama decided to stay back. Rama, within a period of 6 months, she's picking up. 1 year now she can weave. And what happens is that once you start weaving a cloth that can be sold, you earn something from that. So once you weave, then I pay you. So the more you weave, the more you make your money. Though you haven't graduated, but you start making money before you leave. So that is what I wanted for. I said, when you start weaving and you start making money, I know things will be better for you. So currently, she has started weaving nice fabrics that earns her money.
Wow.
So I was there. I had some visitors who came to visit me in Tamale to support the group, and then one of them was like, oh, she wanted to support one of their children to go to school. Then I saw it was an opportunity for Rahama to get her daughter to school. So that opportunity was given to her. So currently her daughter is also in school. Rahama is now weaving and making money. So this is a story that I know she herself is Rama herself is going to be proud of herself one day. And we are praying and hoping that her daughter too keeps let me say the sponsor keeps sponsoring the daughter for their life to be better.
Wow. Wow. God bless you for that. I think it has touched me too, like, because it's one of the things I keep on saying when I walk in the streets of Accra, and normally I take a walk towards there's a place called Dakuma, and there's a field around there, and after the field there are some stores. When you go there in the night, you see a lot of, like, over 100 Kaye girls. They're just lying down on the floor, and that's how they sleep. So it touched, like, so when we were sharing this, it touched me that we're able to do something to help this little Rahma And not only even Rahma, but a daughter is also been going back to school, which might never have been possible if she was in Accra, because the
Yeah.
daughter would never go to school. And she herself will not even know her fate. One day she'll fall
Yeah.
sick and they'll bring her back. So thank you for that. And we are all touched, and I believe that the people who are listening, if they are monitoring, these are the people we need to invest in, right? These are the people we need to see how they do. We don't need to even announce that bring your applications for NBSSI or when it's stimulus package or NEIP or whichever it is. But there are people who are already doing the job. If we want to help, actually, we can help these people to do more. So thank you for that. If you're also monitoring, you can always come and go there and adopt some of the people learning for whatever they are doing and see them grow. So thank you for doing the monitoring. If you are monitoring on YouTube, you can subscribe to this channel. If you're also on Facebook, just subscribe, click on the notification button so that anytime we go on live, you get to hear. You can also monitor on IM Radio. Later, because it's radio, I will get her to maybe mention some of the platforms she's in on social media so that you get to follow her and follow her works. Then also want to thank Clement Matomason of Green Gold. They've been part of this program, trying to support us to reach out to more people. So they're also sharing in their own way to get more people to watch and also to support this. So thank you, Green Gold. And we just had information that what we are saying, Rhoda, they are going to put it and also train their entrepreneurs. So the young people they get from villages to learn. So this will be an inspiration to them. They will show it to them. So Green Gold, you also want your moringa products. If you want artemisia, if you want lemongrass, just go to Green Gold and you can get them. So, Rhoda, let's
Yes.
look at the other thing that you didn't mention, but which is very important. And the first time I met you at the conference, you made mention of that, which is the reusable pad.
Okay.
The sanitary pads that you do when you want to reach out to more people. So can you tell us a little about that?
Okay. My tailors at the vocational skills at the vocational center or at the empowerment center produce washable sanitary pads for rural
Okay,
girls.
right.
And what actually motivated us to start this, or what brought about this whole thing? I have been a victim of not having access to sanitary pads sometimes when I started menstruating.
Yeah.
And there was a day I went to school using a toilet roll. I was menstruating and then I didn't have the money to buy the pad.
Wow.
And it wasn't good at home too. So I just used a toilet roll. When I got to school, it was still in the morning. I sat in class and I felt that the blood was just flowing on my pants. Then I realized that the toilet roll had fallen.
Wow.
The whole day I didn't sit in class. I went out the whole compound looking for where this toilet roll has fallen. This thing has fallen. I searched for it. I didn't find it because
Wow.
usually when people come across that,
Yeah.
the insults that they they put up on the person that has caused it. Sometimes some people even believe that someone is trying to perform rituals. That is why blood is. That is why the person has done that. So I
Wow.
was just looking for it to pick my tin up before anyone sees it. The whole day I didn't concentrate in class. I couldn't sit for extra classes. When we closed for normal school hours, I rushed home. Then my colleagues stayed for extra classes. So this day, on this particular day, I would say I lost a lot. My
Yeah.
friends benefited from what was taught in class, but I did not. Why? Because I was praying and hoping that I will not saw myself so that I'll be teased.
Wow.
So this story very motivated me, and the story wasn't new to me when I heard that girls do not have access to sanitary pads and therefore they don't go to school when they are menstruating. It wasn't new to me because I have been a victim. So then what can be done for these girls so that that will help them to manage menstruation? Girls in the rural areas are already used to washable clothes, but what they use is not hygienic. What they use cannot absorb the blood so much. What can we do so that, or what other material can we use that can absorb the blood so well that will be that she can wear and also feel comfortable? But usually with the normal cloth they use, just because it doesn't absorb the blood so well, they use about half a yard or 1 yard. So walking is always difficult. You get to school, you don't even want to get up again. You just sit at one place, you can't play, you can't do anything. So what other material can we use so that these girls will feel comfortable when wearing them? And that can also absorb the blood so well. And that will also look attractive so that when they wash and dry in the so that when they wash, they will feel comfortable drying them in the sun. So this was what happened, and then I came across an international organization called the Days for Girls that was into the production of these reusable pads, and I said, this I need it for my community. This my girls need it. So they started giving me these pads for free, where I was distributing it to communities. I started from the Wamale community, Gipala, that's communities on the Yeli Road. Then at a point I was like, my girls can sew this. I want us to start sewing this in Tamale, so that it will be very easy for people to get it. We wouldn't have to always wait for when there is a donation, that is when you get it. No. Why don't we also start producing them in Tamale here, so that it will give other people the opportunity to make money? So we started sewing the pads in Tamale here. So these same girls that are in the center, they are those that are sewing them. And whenever they sew, they are being paid for whatever they sew. So they charge per line or per shield. So whatever you sew is being charged. So the more you sew, the more you make your money. And this, we have served over 10,000 girls since 2014. The whole Reusable Sanitary Pads started in 2014. And from 2014 to date, we have served over 10,000 girls in the 3 northern regions. So, that's Bolga, Tamale, and then Wa.
Great.
We also worked with the School for the Deaf.
Right. So take the number again since 2014.
2014.
Wow. You've served 10,000.
Over 10,000.
10,000.
Yes.
Wow.
With the reusable sanitary pads.
And which like catchment area you wanted to mention? Bolga, Wa?
The 3 northern regions in Ghana.
Wow.
Yes, we've worked with the deaf schools in these 3 regions. The Bego School for the Deaf in Bolga, Samugu School for the Deaf in Tamale, then Wa School for the Deaf. We've worked with them as well. We didn't want to take them out because we know there are young girls there that are also in need of the sanitary pads.
Great. Yeah. So I think this is the call I just want to make. That when it was the menstrual hygiene day, it just passed by, and among the things that the concerns that people had was even access on sanitary pads and all those things. So I want to call on anybody, all the people that all my network. Let's go in and just make this thing a great opportunity so that she can sew. We'll get the money from different places. So my friends, Kweko Drew, Clement, and all the great people who are watching, Munira Sheikh, if you are also monitoring, I know you want to make an impact in that area. We just go in and make sure that they sow more, and as they sow more, they can, because these are things that these ladies need to be able to protect themselves and to also become like to enter into community, whether school or whatever gatherings they go, with confidence. They can. So I want to urge all of you, let's all support this cause and make sure that amplify her voice so that we'll not only rely on foreign sanitary pads, but if you can produce them like you do, and you've been doing, let's do that. Then Rhoda,
Yeah.
it's been a milestone. You've climbed the high moments, the low moments, and all this stuff. Can you tell us some of the like moments of like that you've come down, you feel like wow, like your low moments in doing all this, the sanitary challenge, and the comments that people will even pass, and all those things.
Wow. Those moments are always interesting to talk about.
Wow.
The last time I stopped seeing those things as a challenge was the middle of last year when I broke tears in my room, just
Wow.
because I was finding it difficult to fund some of the activities.
Wow.
I just sat down in the room and I started crying. I was like, who actually asked me to do this thing that I'm doing? Why don't I just find something else doing and then stop disturbing myself on the future of other people that I just don't know anywhere. Who are they? I don't know them. Where are they coming from? I don't know them.
Wow.
None of them comes from my village. None of them is a tribe mate. But why am I so interested in their future like that?
Wow.
The challenges have been a lot, and some of them is the issue of a permanent trainer has been one of my challenges, especially for the weaving class, where I had to change about I 2 trainers before I was able to get a permanent trainer. The second one was actually a man who came in and actually made things difficult for me. If this what happened between myself and him was he was someone who was practicing this how do I call it? But like he was into this rituals kind of thing.
Okay.
And bringing him on board, he actually saw what I was doing and knew that this was something that was going far.
Yeah.
And to be frank, I wasn't seeing any wrong thing that this man was doing. There were a lot of wrong things going on, but I never saw them.
Yeah.
The man was actually controlling the whole place. Whatever he says was what I do, is what I would do. And so finally, one day when we had some visitors, and then we decided to we hosted them in the Wamali community, and we decided to enskin one of them. Enskin one of them as a queen mother. So the chief was like, "Oh, we should bring some kola nuts and then get some smoke fabric for her to wear." So when we're asking for the kola nuts, he had some in his pocket. So I asked him to bring it, and when he brought the kola nuts, there was this charm that was part of the kola nuts, and all was on. It was in my hand, so he quickly picked it from my hand and kept it back in his pocket. To be frank, from there, I started seeing that this man wasn't really helping the girls at all.
Wow.
I'll come and see that more than 5 girls just on one particular machine. I just don't know what they were doing when we had machines available. He wasn't good in sewing. Someone who wasn't a tailor told me that he can train the girls how to sew, which I gave him. So what this man would do was he would go to YouTube, download videos, and then that was what he was using to train the girls.
Wow.
To cut the neck of a cloth, he has to use a plate or a bowl to put on a material, draw to get a shape, and then get the neck. Seriously, after that, I started realizing that this man wasn't helping. So when he saw that I knew what it was about, then he started. It wasn't easy. It wasn't really easy, but by the grace of God, I was able to take him out of my life, out of the center, and then by God's grace, we're able to move on.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
And the issue of funding, with that, for me, during when I started, I approached one of my mentors that I spoke to her about starting the center, and then she told me there is no way I can start it without funds and without experience. So she wants me to get a job from her place. Then that will help me. She had an NGO, so that will help me to be able to make money and to also take care of the place. So I was there for 2 things: the money to be able to take care of the center, and then the experience. It hasn't been easy for me working at another place and then managing the center, because the center needed my time to be able to grow. So my whole day was always occupied, moving from the morning. I will have to go to work, go to the field, come back at 5. The girls don't see me, and it was challenging. Maybe there are some days that when I'm not, that's when I'm not feeling fine, then I can stay and then have to see what is going on. And these girls also understood me, and it's because it's very difficult to be with trainees that don't see their madam all the time, but they're always willing and ready to come, because by 7:30 they're already at the workplace. Then within 30 minutes to an hour, I leave them. I communicate with them on phone when they are producing a cloth, and I have to make sure if there's a right thing, then they have to WhatsApp it to me when I'm at the workplace to confirm if that is it. So that is how we've been communicating through calls and WhatsApp, just to make sure that things go well. And that has, through the job, that has helped me to be able to, as I said, the fans have been able to move, at least we'll be able to get more things, let's say machines and also other infrastructure that has brought us this far. Then in terms of attitude, it's not easy managing women like this. Some are married adolescents, where some have their boyfriends already, and it's very difficult to manage girls that have gotten to this stage. It's very, very difficult. It's not easy to control them. So the attitude of managing all these girls at the same time is also another challenge to me. So, but we are managing with that, and they understand what I want. They understand what I want for them. So they are also ready for us to work together.
Great. That's powerful. And so if you, what are some of the products that you have now that people who want to buy can also come there to buy? Do you have the smokes which are ready made, or you have the materials and stuff?
Yes, we have the fabrics, the smoke fabrics for both male and female, and we produce them at wholesale prices. Yes, so anyone that is interested in retailing in smoke fabrics, the person should contact us. Then the Reusable Sanitary Pads too is another product that our girls in the rural communities need a lot. If you have 12 Ghana cedis, you can get a pad for a girl that can keep her for a long period of time.
Right.
If you have 15 cities, you can support a girl with sanitary pad. If you have 40 cities, you can support a girl with sanitary pad. That can keep her for 3 years. It's
Wow.
sustainable. Yeah, you don't have to keep buying someone sanitary pad every month. This is a product that can last for up to 3 years.
Right.
So let's come into, when you purchase our products too, this is a product that goes, your funds goes to help the women,
Yeah.
because whatever they are producing, the money comes to them to support them. So
Yeah.
whatever you are buying from us, you are helping a woman to feed herself and her family,
Right.
because whatever you buy goes back to the woman.
Right. Right.
So
Uh,
let's
so that's beautiful. And so if you just, these are some of the, I'm just trying to go back to the material for people who don't understand. So if you want to retail, where is that thing? If you want to retail their products, you can get them. So maybe you can just mention your number or where they can get you, so that people who want to deal with you directly can just like your organization's number, i.e. you have the department for the weaving, you also have the sewing, also do the normal sewing, and that's where the sanitary pad comes in. And so maybe you mention your contacts, like contacts that they can get to your company. Those who also want to, I just also want to urge organizations like NGOs that want to do projects to look into whatever she's saying in terms of the sanitary pad. Because once you come in and you help them produce more sanitary pads, you're helping them sustain and make a living out of it. And you are going to buy the sanitary pad and also make an impact in the rural communities. And i.e. we are going to stop, we can use this even to stop Kayaye. So go in there and support Madam Rhoda and the Songba Empowerment Center. So where and how can we get to you?
Okay, our empowerment center is located at the Vitim village,
Yeah.
not far from the Vitim barrier.
Yeah.
Then our contact is 054
054
201
201
84
84
95.
95. So
Yes.
the number is 054 20 18
We're also on Facebook as Songba Empowerment Center.
Yes, yes. So the Songba, you spell it SONGBA.
Yes, please.
Yes. So when you type in on the Facebook search, Songba Empowerment Center, you get to see whatever they do. You see the images, the pictures, the videos of what they do, and you can reach out to them. Partner, you just go and partner with them. And if you're also monitoring, I'll urge you to, if you want to start something like that in your community, whereby you got to get more people trained, you can consult Rhoda and you partner with her. And maybe she will let some of the people she has trained to also come and take you through what you do. And so thank you very much. Maybe your final words to young girls in our community. Right. So Rhoda, your final words. Yeah.
Yes, I want to encourage all young girls out there that they can make it in life. They shouldn't give up.
Wow.
All what you just need to just believe in yourself, follow your passion, and you'll be able to succeed in all that you do.
Wow.
Don't think about money first when you're doing something that will benefit people. Serving people alone is the greatest opportunity one can have.
Right.
Not everyone is ready and willing to let you talk to them, or not everyone is ready to give his or her time for you to talk to him or her.
Right.
So if you get that opportunity to serve people, that alone is one of the greatest gifts you can have. And putting the smile on people's faces is also another great gift one can have.
Great.
If you don't get money in return in what you do, but when you get the words that comes from their mouth that says, God bless you, that alone is something that is a great thing to us.
Wow.
Let's not focus on money. Some of us, we start businesses, or you see a friend who has started a business and is doing well. People are talking about the person, and you just sit there, you are like, I also want to start a business. I want my name to go out there. You don't come out just to make the name like that. If it is time for your name to be heard, people will hear about you. If it's time for you to make the money will come. So don't focus on money when you want to start a business, or you want to start an enterprise that will benefit people. Focus on the impact.
Well, focus on the impact. That is powerful. Thank you, Madam Rhoda. Thank you for honoring this invitation. And I just know that at the end of the day, someone will be inspired. Thank you to our listeners. Thank you to those who are monitoring from IM Radio, from YouTube, from Mustafa, and my own page, and on different platforms. Go out there and do something great. Go out there and connect with Rhoda. You can contact them on 054 20-18495. Don't just sit on Facebook and talk about and make it look like you are someone who is defending like women in society. No, feminism should not be on Facebook. It should be on the ground. Let's help our women in real and practical terms. Facebook posts will never change something, to be frank. But what you do, these women, those who will stand, those who are moving from Tamale to Accra, from all communities to Accra, just for a future they don't know of. They come into the hands of these guys, they come into the hands of greedy people, and they just go back home worse than they actually travel to Accra. So let's help Rhoda, let's help Empowerment Center. Let's celebrate people like this and support them. So if you're also close to government, whatever project that is coming on board, my friends in power, please make sure that you listen to people like this and you help them. Thank you, Rhoda, for that opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know if I can make this appeal on this platform.
Just make it.
Because of the COVID-19, most of the girls are now home from Accra and Kumasi, and we happen to be in their community. So a lot of them are running to us to engage themselves. And most of these senior high school students that are home and want to engage themselves, they are running to us to get enrolled. But our machines are not enough. For the past 1 month, I've been rejecting a lot of girls.
Wow.
And it's so sad to hear that a mother tells you that she's just at home doing nothing. She's roaming. I want to engage her. I want her to come here. It's so sad to hear stories like this, but you have no option than to reject the person.
Wow.
So we need machines so that more we can be able to engage these women that have run back. Because if they're able to see the benefits that the others are making from the center, I know that will stop them from traveling back after COVID-19.
Great, great. So you just heard them say they need machines. So, so how much is a machine? So that someone
a sewing machine is 350 cedis.
Okay. Great. So 350 cities. I know Femke, I know Clement, who we can do something like that. I know all the people who are monitoring, and just amplify it. So maybe you may not be in a position to get a sewing machine, and someone you know may be able to do that. So let's get at least 10 machines for Rhoda. So if you are monitoring and whatever, any small thing that you can do to help. Even if you don't have the amount that's like up to a machine, but you know you can even afford half or small, so be it. Just contact them on 054 201 8495. And the number again is 054 201 8495. You can go and reach out to them on Songba Empowerment Center. And on Facebook, then we just, maybe you get the contacts there and you can send them a message via that page. And this is all what we need to do to help ourselves. This is all we need to do to help our communities. And if they are doing this their own small way, if we help them, what would they do? Be able to reach out to a lot of people, a lot of communities with their sanitary pads, with the sewing they do, and enroll more people. So thank you, Rhoda. And I think the message will be carried on. I'll take a special shot of this and send it to some of the people who can also help so that they will reach out to. May God bless you in whatever you do. And may God keep you strong and keep you, so that you won't cry again. So that you won't cry again. Right. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Right. Thank you very much, Ibrahim Mustafa.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. So if you just monitoring, we spoke to Rhoda Wedam, the founder and CEO of Songba Empowerment Center, and we just had a lengthy conversation. She's a change maker, and we need to celebrate her. We're celebrating her to let her know that she can do more, and she can also reach out. You can also reach out to do more with her, partner with her. If you have a foundation or NGO or whatever you have, you can partner with her to do more. So this program is brought to you by Green Gold Ghana. If you are looking for pure, certified, organic moringa oil and powder, the only place you can get them is Green Gold Ghana. If you're also looking for lemongrass, it's a beautiful tea, nice tea, right? Green Gold Ghana can make that magic for you. You're also looking for maybe neem oil, which is a good mosquito repellent. You add it to your oil. Green Gold is there for you. So you can contact Green Gold for all your needs. So on Instagram, Green Gold Ghana. On LinkedIn is Green Gold Ghana. On Facebook is Green Gold Ghana. So you can contact them and help them also serve you better. So I'm just going to share one of their moringa oils. You can see they have a beautiful moringa oil that you can see in different grams, 50 ml, 100 ml, 150 ml, and all those things. So that's Green Gold for you. So you can support. They also have moringa lemongrass tea and moringa lemongrass plus ginger tea. So this is Green Gold for you. That's the best. That's the only place you can get certified. One of the best places. Sorry, not the only place. So thank you for doing the monitoring. Thank you, and we believe that God will help us all. Thank you. Stay blessed, brother.
Thanks.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.